I'm excited to talk about Dancing with the Stars. It's become kind of a tradition here on Tuesdays, right before the show starts. You and I sit there for about 10 minutes talking about it, and we're like, oh, show's got to start. Let's get to talking about it again, because when I took my trip to Los Angeles for the Dancing with the Stars premiere about a month ago, I got to talk to a lot of the stars. But really, one of the highlights was getting to sit down with host Samantha Harris. She's full of energy. I mean, like almost nobody I've ever seen. And she definitely has that star quality, but she's also a proud Minnesotan. Sure, she gets to wear designer gowns and interview some of Hollywood's hottest celebs, but Samantha Harris is still a laid-back Minnesota gal at heart.
For me, it's about on the weekends and when I'm not working, it's about being in a baseball hat and jeans and no makeup and my Crocs sandals and my baby on my arm and my husband on the other side. I mean, that's to me what real life is about.
We sat down with Samantha at her LA office, and she had nothing but fond memories of her home state.
I miss the lakes in the summertime, my walks with my mom and my friends around Lake Calhoun and like the Isles. I miss I miss Lake Harriet, bandstand, ice cream and popcorn. Obviously, you're sensing a theme.
A self-proclaimed fast talker, Samantha says her love for TV started early on.
I started at KHOP-TV at Hopkins High School, getting my first chance to read the teleprompter. I think you guys have run clips on KSTP from it, embarrassing me. But you know what? But that's where I broke into this, and that's where I fell in love with being able to host.
But K-Hop wasn't Samantha's only extracurricular.
I was on the Hopkins High dance line, and I loved my days as a Royale. You know, all the football games, all the Hopkins High basketball games. I can still do HOPKINS. And then lots of high kicks, which I won't do for you now. It's in a dress. It would be very embarrassing.
Little did she know she would combine both to get her big break. Samantha joined Dancing with the Stars in season 2, just before the show took off. And recently she signed on as a correspondent for The Insider. But as her star power grows, Samantha says she tries to keep her focus on her family.
Having come from Minnesota and having that solid base of good people, wonderful people, and a solid grounding to keep me in this business that can definitely wrap you up in its whirlwind and get the better of you.
Samantha still makes a trip home every summer for the 4th of July, so I wanted to play a little Minnesota word association with my new friend. I gave her a word and wanted her to say the first thing that came to mind. Hopkins Raspberry Festival.
Cheesy fun for the whole family and performing on the dance line, walking through the parade. I remember doing that.
The Vikings.
My mom and my mom's sisters were Vikings cheerleaders.
494.
Construction, traffic, more construction, winter construction, and more traffic.
The State Fair.
Overindulgence and mini donuts.
Proof that I'm not the only one with a weakness for mini donuts.
Dance, dance with me one more time.
She still needs you to vote if you want to see them back after next week. Tom.
Thank you, Samantha.
Wow, you're not the only one who loves mini donuts that much.
No, she likes them, although it doesn't look like she eats them.
No, not at all. I got to get her workout routine. So I want to know, though, when the cameras weren't on, what was she like? Was she really that sweet?
She was super pleasant, super sweet. In fact, that was in her office right there. And her office is more like a trailer, which is kind of interesting because you saw last week on the show she had lost her voice. And during one of the shows, she made a comment that sick kid at home means sick mom. And her kid is not only at home, but she brings her kid with her to work as well. There's like a little play area for her child. So
she has him right there.
Well, she has to because she's so busy, literally, like running all over the place. So busy, in fact, that there's a speaker right above her desk that when they need her, they're like, Samantha, we need you over here right now. And she goes running off from her trailer off to wherever she needs to go for the Insider.
Crazy life.
In addition to her role with Dancing with the Stars, but actually we were the only local television station that got a chance to sit down with Samantha during that very busy premiere week. And she did want us to pass along a big hello to all our family and friends back home. And she says she can't wait to get out on her pontoon this summer.
Yes. Okay, now it's time. It's time to talk about last night. Another